I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Hey you guys, my name is Shunda Jenkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to discuss who am I and what I'm going to be doing on my channel. So like I said before, my name is Shunda Jenkins. I'm married and I have 3 children. I have a little girl, she's 6 years old, and I have 2 boys. One is 11 and we have one that is 13. He'll be turning 14 in a week. And so I would say he's 14, but you know, technically he's still 13. So, but what I want to share with you is why I started this channel and who I am and what I want to do. And so I started this channel some years ago in hopes to grow my love for fitness and inspiration and cooking. Now that still is the goal, but then when I started it, I really did not devote any time to it. And so what happened? I didn't do it and I didn't grow it. And so I was like, you know what? This time I'm actually gonna do it. And so now that I have the time, because I quit my job this year also. I know you might be thinking, she quit her job during a pandemic. Wow. And don't follow my lead. I quit my job in August of this year, and to be honest, it didn't sink in until October. So 2 months in, and now I'm like, oh shoot, I quit my job. But anyway, so I quit my job because I worked for my job for 10 years. And it was a job. And it was stressful, a lot of stress at times. And to be honest, the environment was stressful and negative, but what was more stressful is that I was away from my family, my children. And to be honest, they mean the world to me. And I was like, I got to do something. If I continue to stay at this job, which at the time I had a really great job. I was in the training and development department at the company I was working for. So I did a lot of the training classes for the new associates and the current associates. And so really great job. I love teaching. I love teaching people. And just always had that teacher attitude, and so I really enjoy it. And this was like a position I had only been in for a few months, and not the first position I had there, but I had climbed a lot my whole time there for 10 years. I had various positions, and so that was really a position that I enjoyed. But you know, and I actually had a boss that I really enjoyed, you know, a manager that was really a good manager. And I think that was the sucky part about leaving, because it was like everything that I wanted was, you know, sometimes when things are so good, but when something is calling you to do something else, like something better, it's like it's hard to leave the good stuff. And so that was good to me. That was like cake. You know, I got off at 3:30. You know, it was 8 hours. It was my Monday through Friday. It was something, like I said, I'm never going to do a job, another position, unless it's 8 hours and it's this. Like, I had already said what I was going to accept. And that's one thing I learned. I learned to know that I can ask for anything I want in life and not accept anything less. And so everybody was like, you're crazy, you're not gonna find a job in here like that. And I was like, I am. You know, this is just me. I'm always driven. I'm always confident in my abilities, and I know my worth. And so I was like, I'm not accepting anything different, because I already had a cake job. I was not gonna go through something that's more tough with a worse schedule. Like, that wouldn't make sense. But it was really paining me. We went in March, we went out on furlough, and during that time I was spending time with my family and just thinking about what I wanted to do. I was a personal, you know, I have a certification as a personal trainer, I have my certification as a nutrition coach, and I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do? Like, all right, I got these certifications, but not doing anything with them. And though I was growing it, I still wasn't growing it at the level that I need to, where I needed to quit my job and I can actually live off the income that I was bringing in. But I knew that I wanted to be with my kids. I knew that I wanted to be I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I needed to be there with them and also make money at the same time. And so I hired a business coach, and she taught me so much stuff. And I hired another coach. So I've been hiring coaches since July. And coaches are really good, but you also have to be driven to go after what you want. So just hiring a coach is not going to get you, like, it's not going to just show up on your door like, oh, since I got a coach, everything is happening for me now. No, you got to make things happen. And so I quit my job in August in hopes to just really go deep in and focus on where I want to go and what I want to do and how I want to help people in the world, you know, my impact on the world. And so I was like, when I quit, I'm gonna be doing my YouTube videos. You know, I had all these expectations of what I'm gonna do, and I think that was kind of draining for myself, thinking about, okay, you're gonna have all day to be able to do that, but you still have a life. So you have to learn the balance of, how do I balance all this? And trust me, I hit the wall plenty of times in these past 2 months. And now I'm like, okay, you haven't done any YouTube like you said. You haven't barely posted on your podcast like you wanted to. And though I'm consistent in other areas, I'm like, okay, girl, it's time to get it together. And so here I am. I am committed to my YouTube. I'm committed to sharing with you guys inspiration, sharing with you guys fitness, nutrition, everything that is in me. I'm committed to share with you guys, because I feel like that we do need a free platform for people to access this stuff, because it's serious. Like, I listen to something every day on YouTube, something inspirational every day on the YouTube. So if that wasn't on there, then I'll be listening to it on my podcast, on my Podbean, the little app, or podcast for Apple. Like, if these things were not available, like, I wouldn't have anything to listen to. And so I know that people need it because I need it. And so I'm like, I want to share with you guys my passion and the things that I care about. Like, you might see sometimes where I share my family. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I do know is I am going to be here, and I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to share with you my world, share with you the good, share with you the bad, and be honest, because I feel like when I'm looking at people on TV or when I'm looking at people on social, it's like, I don't know this real person. I just know that they do fitness and they do this and that. I don't really know the real them. So what you're gonna get from me is the real. What you're gonna get from me is the inspiration that I give you are the same advice that I would give myself. Because I don't give anybody advice I wouldn't give myself, or advice I wouldn't take myself. So that's one thing that you always find in me, is that whenever I'm sharing something, I'm usually talking to myself, or usually something that I had to talk to myself about later in the week or previous years. It's just me sharing with you what has helped me shape into this person that I am today. I started my personal development journey in 2010. Here it is 10 years later, and I'm still working on myself. So remember, if you feel like you're just not getting anywhere, trust me, it's a process, and you're gonna always be evolving. Something else gonna try to come and knock you down. You're gonna have to figure out how to navigate through that. So don't think that you're just gonna go about life without things happening. But what you do with those things that happen to you, if you figure out, okay, how can I navigate through this? How can I come out on top? How can I conquer this? And that's what you do. You just figure that out. And I promise you, it's gonna be okay. I promise you, you're gonna have some ups and some downs. And through those downs, don't stay down too long. Alright, you guys, so this is me. Welcome to my channel, and stay tuned to the next video. Alright, you guys, Bye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.